What's up, everybody? It's Goth Cakes.
Goth Cakes. Really? You may call me Tog, and I have to say, your goth game is weak.
Okay, so this video is a response to Jacqueline Glenn's video, Two Genders?
Well, unfortunately for you, my little Tumblrina, I will be responding in place of Jacqueline.
Jacqueline seems really desperate to let her audience know that she's scientific. She always says, scientifically speaking, I'm a logic-based person. I stick to the facts. Okay, yes, all those big words make you seem very smart, but you don't need to take the scientific approach to social issues.
Darling dear, you don't need to be a scientist to figure out there is only two genders. There is the curious case of intersex people, but I would not classify them as a third gender, for it seems too dehumanizing.
It's also kind of trivializing the people that she's speaking about because she's kind of saying that they're acting on emotions and not based on logic, which is not really true.
I would love to hear the logic behind this spectrum of genders. The only organism I can think of whose gender requires a spectrum would be fungus, for they have over 3,000 sexes. However, they are far from human.
So, scientifically speaking, yes, it's so important to be scientific when you're talking about genders and social issues. Science is the most important part right now.
We are making claims about reality, aren't we? So it seems like a reasonable place to start.
Please shower me with your logic and science, oh brilliant scientists.
Oh, look, our little sugar tart's trying to be smug. How adorable.
The old days, when life wasn't so confusing and scary, you could just look at someone and know if they're male or female, and life was so much simpler, and now everything is so different.
There has always been tomboys and effeminate men. There is no real need to overcomplicate these things.
Okay, chances are, in the old days, this still existed, but it's just becoming more present in our society. With technological advances and social media, people are talking to each other about it more.
I am happy to call Blair White a lady. As long as you present as a certain gender, I have no problem calling you by that pronoun.
And people are discovering more things about themselves, and it makes sense that more non-binary people are emerging because they know what to call it now.
I have a rather amusing anecdote. When I was in high school, I was kicked out of the goth table for refusing to acknowledge that this one not-so-charming young man was a vampire, even though, in private, all the other students who sat at that table made fun of him for it behind his back. Vampires and agenders are both not real.
Like, why do you care? Why is it your business to comment on this?
You, young lady, have been privileged enough never to have worked customer service before. I can tell by your question. See, when you work with customers, it is far more polite to refer to them as sir or ma'am. You are disrupting the delicate nature of civilized conversation.
This is something that it's okay if you don't understand to just admit, I don't get it, but it's alright.
No, I get it, sweetie. You are the new generation of energy vampire. You want to be special and call yourself something special to set you apart from the general population. But at least energy vampires literally did suck all the energy out of whatever room they walked into.
I don't know what makes you think that you have the right to dictate things that you clearly have no comprehension of.
And I have no clue why you call yourself a goth when you have no sense of the macabre or the theatrical.
If someone prefers that you call them a nickname, do you get all up in arms about that too? I think that's the next video we can expect. Your name is Tobias, not Toby. Why do you have to make everything so complicated? Jeez.
You can call yourself Grand Chiefess Fluffy Bunnykins for all I care. It's when you start making assertions about reality do I get annoyed.
And I'm not offended. I wasn't triggered by this video.
And that explains why you made a 7-minute video in response. Anyways, my lovely viewers, I hope you enjoyed. Let me know in the comments down below, and I hope all of you have a pleasant rest of your day.